Hello, hello. Jesse here. We'll see if anybody comes on to my little surprise live stream here. I will give it a minute while I get stuff set up. Actually, that should work. There we go. Hello, hello. See, we got a couple people on. See how I get to. I wonder if I can type here. I'm going live. Oh, I can type. It's not easy to do, though. So, yeah, I figure I haven't done a live stream in a long, long time. So, yeah, I do a little surprise live stream here. I have some clownfish babies, eggs that need to be moved into this room here and put into this tank. So I have the larvae tank all ready to go here, but I'm going to go up very shortly and grab some eggs from upstairs to put into the larvae tank. And if we get a few people on here, I got a bit of an announcement to make. Hello, Terrence. How are you? I hope I said that right. Terrence Little Ocean. Um, yeah, I might. Yeah, I have a little bit of a career change announcement to make, which is why I really haven't been on YouTube too much lately between home life and work life and looking after fish down here and looking after family and whatnot. Looking after this meathead here. He takes a lot of time too. But yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of time for YouTube. I'm gonna try to start making a bit more time. And after I make my career change announcement, maybe I'll even start doing some videos at work. So yeah, a little update. The old clownfish rack here. The glass is looking a little dirty, but see if I can. Oop, sorry. See if I can spin this camera around. I should be able to. Settings, camera, camera, done. Okay, there we go. Spun around. So, like I said, getting this one ready, but glass is a little dirty, but we got quite a number of little fellas in this tank here. Some more dirty glass and some bigger guys in here. Some more dirty glass and some other guys here. Still got a few pairs up here. All getting bonded and getting to know each other a little better. So far, so good with this procedure. No casualties, no injuries, no nothing. Everybody seems to be bonding just fine. Knock on wood. But yeah, seems to be going all right up here for pairing guys off. So I think most of them are bonded now. These guys are pretty neat. They're pretty normal looking, so to speak. But I like them. They got some nice color to them. It's a little bit different orange than you normally see. He's almost more chocolate. Yeah, they're pretty neat. Guys here, Wyoming whites. pretty good looking pair of clowns there. They're young. They're a bit younger than these guys, but I have paired them up, and they seem to be doing well with it so far. So we'll see one of them start to get a whole lot bigger than the other, just like right here between the snowflakes. One has grown twice the size, so I could tell you that one has changed into a female, and she's definitely boss out of those two. Another couple beautiful fish. These guys have done the change too. You'll notice one's twice as big as the other, so I would call that a bonded pair. They're not a huge pair, but they are a bonded pair. And most definitely the same in this tank. Well, this girl here, she's definitely grown twice the size of her boyfriend here. And yeah, I'd say that would definitely be a bonded pair as well. So I got to keep track of the time here. Should have a, I wish I could see the time actually, but I got to get upstairs within another 15 minutes or so. And we're going to move some clownfish eggs into the larvae tank. So, there's a couple of things we're going to need. Here, nice and rinsed out, hot water, just in case there's any yuckies in it. This is a dedicated sink just for a fish room. I give it a good, lots of hot water. All right. So we're going to need that. We're also going to need I don't like that one. I don't like that one. But we're going to need a replacement pot for the one upstairs. So we'll use this one here. I come out of this room. And this is where the eggs are going to go. Right in this larvae tank, all ready to go. Some fresh water in it. Ready to go. And we're going to replace the pot upstairs with this one immediately when I take the other pot away. That way they don't try and host something else. And that's about it. I usually take a glove up with me. I use one glove, pull the pot out. That way if I touch any of the corals or anemones or anything like that, I shouldn't get stung. See, we got a couple other people on here. We're just getting ready to go collect some clownfish eggs. That way you guys can see how I bumble through it. But yeah, that's all I'm going to need. Should have a jug up there for scooping water, but I can just scoop it out with that too. So who else is on here? I see we got a couple people on. Let me know who you are. I'm all mobile today. I can't see a whole lot of information, so let me know who's on, and I will let her know who I'm talking to. Did some work yesterday on the 180, other than all these little snails all over it that you can see right there. Other than that, I got her scrubbed up pretty good. Hello, Zequoy. Probably didn't say that nearly well enough, but I tried. Welcome. Yeah, so I did a bit of work to the 180 here yesterday. And I do have a lot of hair algae in it. You can see it. In some places, I think it looks really cool, actually. I love it on this stump. It looks good, but I don't like it on the plants. So I did pick a lot of it away. And also from my new work, but I'll talk about that in a bit. I did pick up 3 Siamese algae eaters, little babies. They'll grow fast in here. This tank pretty much consists of Parasippa nipigrinus, which you can see here. I got some babies that are living good in here as well, but lots of females. And there's a male going back in the shadows there. A few little guys around. And you'll also see some all long fin ancestors in here. There's no short fin ancestors in here. This is an entire colony of long fin. I sure can show the clownfish racks. I just did it a minute ago, but don't mind the mess. I haven't scrubbed the front glass on them, but there's a sump. It's hard to see the whole thing. I really got to back up. But there's my grow out racks. And some pairs that I've put together to pair them off up top. Got some little wee fellas in here. Hey Jason, who are you? Good to see you. Yeah, here's some little guys here. They're like a 1/2 inch in size. Again, sorry about the incredibly dirty glass. Scrubbing glass hasn't been a priority lately. Here's some quite a bit bigger guys. These guys are all over an inch. Most of them are about 1.5 inches. There's one little fellow there. He's not 1.5 inches. But some of them. And then here's some guys just a little bit bigger than the first guys I showed you. These guys are about 3/4 of an inch. Most of them anyways. And there's Grandma Deersley's pair that are going to be going to her house shortly. We just set our tank up on the weekend, and we're going to let it cycle. And as soon as it's cycled, we'll get these guys over to her. These are just two that I decided to pair up, and I believe they're bonded now as well. One hasn't grown incredibly large compared to the other one, but there is a clear dominant female in the cup, and I believe she's changed. These guys are still young, no changes yet. I just put them in there not very long ago. These guys have clearly made the change. That one right there is Mama, and gosh, she's beautiful. These guys have also clearly made the change and are now at what I would consider a bonded pair. They're beautiful. Well, they're all beautiful. Jeez. And again, these two, I would say, have definitely made the change. It's definitely the female. And the little male back there. So yeah, we got a few pairing off. And we're going to see... We're going to see the parrots upstairs in a minute when I go and take the eggs from them to go and put in the larvae tank. Sorry, guys, I'm shaky as heck here. I'm mobile. I'm not usually mobile, so I'm not too great at this. But I figure, what the hell? We'll get on and do a live stream because I haven't done a live stream in a long time. Got a lot of overgrowth around here, too. Hey, Chevy Fish. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, like I said earlier, and I think it's about time I go up and get prepared here. Here's my tools I need for grabbing my eggs, and minus the glass cleaner. But this is all we need, so I think we'll go up. Pretty sure Roscoe's going to follow us. You coming? Come on. Yeah, good boy. You can't get past the day 14 after hatching. Yeah. It's tough to get through that first 2 weeks. If you're going to lose fish, lose larvae, that's when it's going to happen. It's going to happen then. Here's my other dirty glass tank. Chevy Fish, I took the website down. And a couple reasons behind it. I guess I'll make a bit of an announcement here now. I've taken on a new job. I have basically stopped doing flooring. I'll probably do still side jobs here and there. But I basically stopped doing flooring and I accepted a position as a livestock manager at a new aquarium shop that opened up in Barrie, Ontario called Tropical Gems. So I found it to have my own website up, selling my own stuff, a little bit of a conflict of interest with my new job. And I wasn't getting a lot of action on it, yet I wasn't putting a lot into it either. I just didn't have the drive to put any more into it. So I decided it was best just to take it down. That being said, I'm still breeding fish. And yeah, quite frankly, I've taken on a job. I'm trying to get a chair here to sit down. I've taken on a job doing what I absolutely love. And that is talking to people about fish. And I'm getting the opportunity to provide a big contribution to building a brand new, freaking huge aquarium shop. And someone else is paying for it. Because I frankly couldn't afford to build a shop like this. My fish room is 4,000 square feet at the new store. It's 6,000 square feet total, the shop, and it's going to be fantastic. It's a shop owned by hobbyists, run by hobbyists, and we just want to be a great fish store. We want to be the local fish store everybody talks about and everybody wants to go to. So that's the big news. And yeah, I'm getting to, I'm going to say finally, for the first time in my life, I'm doing a job that I'm truly, truly passionate about, a job that I take extremely seriously. I probably take on more with it than I even should, but I love it. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really loving what I'm doing, and I'm getting to follow my passion, and actually have a job. Actually, have a job that's in the aquarium industry, the industry that I love. So yeah, it's kind of neat, kind of cool. Thank you, Chevy Fish. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the new job, and yes, Jason, don't worry, bud. I cross my T's and dot my I's, sir. I've had to do that my entire life working for myself. So yeah, it's kind of neat work. I'm working for somebody else, which is kind of weird. Um, but I kind of like it at the same point. I haven't worked for somebody else in a long, long time, but it's working out so far. I get along with the owners very well, and we all seem to have the same focus, and we all seem to have the same uh, vision of what the store should be like. And everybody's open to new ideas, and everybody's yeah. It's been a good experience so far. So I am enjoying the job. I am putting a lot of time into the job, which uh, I guess has limited my time on YouTube, thus to this point. Um, but I also, while I'm still in the construction stages of the store, I really don't want to take a whole lot of video of the store until it's complete because it doesn't look anything like what it's gonna look like. That being said, if you're in the Barrie area, come check us out. I already have thousands of gallons up, running, cycled, and full of fish. So we already do have a pretty decent selection for just getting started. We have about 1,500 square feet of the 4,000 square feet of fish room pretty much ready. So, yeah, that's that's what's going down in Motown, and my big news. So, we got to get these eggs out of here and downstairs. So, I'll go through the process live. Sorry, it might be a little clumsy live trying to hang on to a camera while I do this, but this is how I bumble through it, anyways. Um, I generally have pretty good success doing this. Oh, hey, Bryce, good to see you. No, so far we don't even have a saltwater tank set up, not even a marine tank set up. It is going to have a substantial marine section, but we're getting most of the freshwater stuff set up right now. Still waiting on some equipment to show up to finish the marine section and whatnot. But no, it's a lot of monster fish, a lot of big ponds. We sell big ponds. We have big ponds there. A lot of stingrays. If you're into stingrays, it's the place to be. We've probably got more stingrays than anybody around already. And yeah, all your community fish, tetras, getting some cichlids. Not a huge cichlid selection yet, but we're getting some cichlids, barbs, Grammys, all that sort of thing. Some smaller peacock bass, some giant peacock bass, yeah, and everything in between. Come say hello to Gary the alligator gar. We got an alligator gar that's currently at about 2 feet. He's pretty personable. But yeah, bit of everything there, Bryce, sorry. Say hi to your mom for me. By the way, everybody, Bryce's mom is my aunt, just so you don't think I'm being rude or anything. But yeah, that's what's going on. So, what I do to get these guys out of here, because it's about time. I try to wait until, half hour before lights out, about that. It's 8:45. Lights are out at like 9:10 on this tank. So I think it's time we do this. So first off, I got to get this light out of my way. I can't work with this light here. I run 2 lights on this tank just to try to get enough. It wasn't plugged in anyways. Or it's dead. Looks like she died. So we'll have to get that fixed. Sorry for the camera stuff. All right. So that's out of our way. Yeah, Bryce, I will have to come for a visit. Probably next time we're visiting Nicole's sister out in Arthur there. I will pop in again. Sorry I missed you last time. Yeah, Jason, you got a dirty mind. That's why I figured with people like you on there, I needed to explain myself a little bit there. All right, sweater's coming off. Almost ready for business here. Hopefully I don't make anybody puke with all this camera shaking. Okay. So, I think I'm going to set this camera down for a sec to get ready. So, I'm a wussy, and I wear a glove. Because I don't like touching anything in that tank. Tanks, yeah, lots of things that can hurt you in that tank. Nail you. So we got our replacement pot here because we got to do that right away. If I don't replace that pot, then they may want to host somewhere else, and we don't want that. So we need to get some water in here. A little jug right here. Hopefully I don't spill it. I think we better move it over a bit, or I'm going to spill it. Put it there. So we put enough water so it keeps the pot covered while we're transporting them downstairs. That's enough. All right, so let's try this with a camera in my hand. I've never done this solo, but so might get a little feisty. It's not too bad. We'll get that coral out of the way. Pot up, out, and in, just like that. And just like this, pot in. There you go, guys. And they like their little hammer right by the front entrance. Look at that. They're straight back in. Just maybe wondering where their eggs went. Just like that. And then, yeah, I don't have to worry about them going off and hosting somewhere else again where I don't want them to host. Most people who breed clownfish seriously just wouldn't do this setup at all. They wouldn't do this setup at all. And frankly, most people tell me that this just doesn't work. But it works for me, and it took a bit of time to get them to go where I wanted them to go. I had to basically get an anemone on top of the pot and get them to go into the pot. But now it's like clockwork. And he didn't like that hammer that close to the front of his pot, so he'll move it where he likes. But yeah, that's how fry abduction's done. Hello, Melvin. Welcome. That's how fry abduction is done. So let's just get this one lid back on here anyways. Thank you, Melvin. It's a little bit dirty right now. Could use a little attention. One of the biggest problems with this tank is the location of it. And the location is, well, near Roscoe and this back door. So if someone leaves the curtains open on the back door, it gets an awful lot more algae on it than it really should. Anyways, we'll take our bucket of eggs here. They don't mind the rough ride. They're actually a lot more hardy than people think. I actually gave a pot of eggs to my friend Trevor to hatch out. He had great success with them. And he put them in a bucket like this in the car, drove them home, and hatched them out that night. No problems at all. And he had a lot of success with it. Okay. So here we are in the larvae tank room. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this with a camera in my hand, but what I think I'm going to do is just simply do this. I don't really care if it spills in there, that little bit of water from the tank upstairs. It's not going to adversely affect anything. And it's going to, just like so. In we go. Not bad, not bad. For one-handed. One-handed. Pretty good. Let's have a little sneak peek what we got here. So that's what we got for eggs right there. So that's not bad. Not bad. I'd say that's a couple hundred anyways. A couple hundred eggs. Now here's one of the big tricks to this. I try to keep it so the pot and the eggs are upright. See? And the thing wants to roll away from you. So maybe put it against the heater like so. Now, this is the key to success. The positioning of the air stone. I'll see if I can get some more light. The lighting is sucking right now. I don't think that is helping. Okay. So, it's the positioning of the air stone. Let me try to set this light up so I don't get electrocuted. But we can kind of see what we're talking about. Okay. So, the air stone, if you don't have it right in the right spot, like that-ish, I'm still not totally happy with it. I want it. I'm going to turn it down just a bit. Just like so. So we slowed that bubble count down quite a bit, but we're going to put it right inside. See that? Right inside the pot. And believe me, these eggs can take a beating. And they like it. They like aeration. Without aeration, and these guys will start to hatch within an hour. But believe you me, within that hour, if you don't have that air stone right, it's the difference between success and non-success. The difference between seeing a bunch of larvae swimming around in this tank in the morning and not seeing any larvae swimming around in this tank in the morning. Honest to goodness, that's it's huge. It's absolutely huge. So that is, to me, one of the most, when you're doing this, out of all the things people tell you to do or not to do or what have you, is that air stone. If you don't have that air stone right, then you're going to have a crappy morning the next morning, bottom line. I don't mean to sound horrible about it, but that's the absolute truth when you're dealing with clownfish babies. So, I got that. I don't want to mess with that anymore. I'm going to move this light, so we don't need it there now. Now what we have to do is blank out the entire tank. Not a drop of light can hit this tank. They will not hatch if there's light. And if they do hatch, it'll be sporadic. And maybe not that good. So we'll start with that. We'll put the canopy on. And then I already have the rest of the tank completely blocked out, painted. But now I wrap it with garbage bags. I'm careful around this airline because I don't really want to move this airline too much. And I can tell you it's going to be dark in here because this is the only thing in this room. And all the lights will be shut out and the door will be shut. So I can guarantee, and it's in a basement. So I guarantee light won't be a factor. Oh, sorry, Russell. So there you have it. There you have it. That is covered. No chance of light penetration. And a good chance for a hatch. So I'll check on these guys at about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, first we'll shut everything down here. You guys can see how dark it's going to be. Good night, everybody. So they're in. They're tucked in for the night. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll give them some rotifers with some extremely green water. And yeah, they should eat rotifers and rotifers alone the first day. Then same thing with day 2. Day 3, I'll hit them up with some TDO. Usually day 3. Sometimes day 2, if they seem like they're really active and doing well, I'll hit them up with some TDOA. Same thing with neon tetra eggs, eh, Chevy? Yeah, there's so many fish that require such different practices just to get them to reproduce. Like, well, hell, clownfish, one's got to have a natural sex change after they're born just to be able to get on and find a mate to reproduce and stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff, what all the different fish do. And say, for instance, like catfish, I'm just looking to see if I have any eggs in here. So I have my Colombian catfish or fisher woodcats, and what they do is they just drop their eggs all over the bottom. I don't have any substrate in here, but they just drop their eggs all over the bottom. They don't have any right now, so they hatched and they've eaten them more than likely. If I move some of this around up here, you might even find some babies in here. Sorry if the camera work sucks. I'm just looking for babies. Lots of crap. I don't see any wiggling babies anywhere yet. I should if there's any in here. But I know they did just drop some eggs not very long ago. But they might have got all the wigglers, or there might not have been any survivors. When I want survivors, I actually take them right out of the tank. But I got lots right now. Look at all these guys. Psychos. Absolutely psychos. Watch this. I'll feed them. You want to see psychos. I've never seen fish eat like these things do as fry. Like it's incredible. Watch these psychos go. Look at that. They don't finish until their bellies are absolutely bulging. I got 3 in this little box, and I got a few. I got 10 or so in here. Same thing. They all eat just the same. This tank over here is pretty impressive to watch them eat. I really got to get these guys moved out of a 10-gallon tank. But watch this. Crazy. Look at them go. They go absolutely nuts. Hey, Green Reef, how are you? Yeah, these are Colombian catfish. They're just insane to watch them eat. Just babies. I got lots of babies. But yeah, they're not picky eaters. That's for sure. No picky eating about them at all. This is the tank I actually hatched these guys in. I've just moved some of them over there just because it was getting so crowded in this 10-gallon tank. But yeah, that's all I did was throw their eggs in here with all that guppy grass moss mix in here, and yeah, they just took off like crazy. But anyways, guys, I'm not planning on doing a super long live stream tonight. I did just want to make that little announcement and let everybody know I am still alive, and I will be doing some more videos shortly. Um, and yeah, we're still doing things here. We're still breeding clownfish. We're still raising babies. We're still, yeah, everything is still going ahead strong here. I apologize for my absence, but sometimes, yeah, I just got to take time for other things. And unfortunately, YouTube is one of the things that aren't quite as high on my priority list as other things right now. So you're welcome, Chevy. Hopefully it wasn't too brutal a camera work and whatnot, but it's really hard to do that stuff with one hand. That's why I generally don't. I generally have a camera person help me out, and and then I just make it edit it into a video after, because it's very hard to do one handed. But gives you an idea of, if I can do it with one hand, y'all can do it with two hands. Just saying. It's not as hard as everybody makes it out to be, and if you just take your time with it and you have a bit of a system, it works well. So thank you everybody for showing up. And if you're in the Bay Area, come and see me at the store. I work most days there, so the store's Tropical Gems for anybody just dropping in. Come back to the fish room and you'll see me. So thanks for coming out, and have a great evening, everybody. Bye for now.